Testing. 1, 2, 3, Z. Aló. Bueno. All right. Let's see what it is. Are we live? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Let's see. Let me see that. What? I can hear you, bro. Gracias. We see, made it. Man, we see, made it on time. Hell yeah, that's right. All right. For those of you that are wondering where we be at, we're currently in Maricopa County. And that was the Yayo. James looks tired, man. Man, I've been on a good one today. I just woke up. I took a 1 hour nap that really turned into an hour and a half nap. And I was thinking, man, should I get up or should I just stay right here? It's real comfortable. And I was like, just stay, man. Just stay. But against my better judgment, I'm here back again. Hey, what up, tú nalgas tumbadas? What? I was about to fall asleep. Shit, I was already sleeping. I was like, ooh, man, I was probably even drooling too while I was at it. You know how it be sometimes. It be like that. I was waiting for you the whole time. You see that? I couldn't let you down, man. You be like, what happened to James? That fool never showed up like my dad. What? I know a lot of you guys got abandonment issues. I can't do you guys like that. You know what? You see, can I be? I got you, Lexi. Don't even tripas. I got you. Let me see, Lexi, where you be at, Lexi. Sí, aquí estamos, Lexi. All right, Lexi. With great power, Lexi, comes great responsibility. You know how, you remember what happened to Uncle Ben, right? In Spider-Man, in the first Spider-Man? I'm in business. Don't let it go to your head, please, por favor. You see, what time is in Arizona? Right now, it's time to wake up. It's 11 p.m., and where I'm located, I'm on the West Coast. It's 10 p.m. Lexi deserves it. Tap on the screen, everyone. Let me see. Am I late? Am late, but that's right. Cuvo, what up, playa? See, damn, 1 a.m. here. Sheesh, you must be on the East Coast. Oh, there it is. We got the audio coming in. The audio feed is in. All right. See, no, I am late. Better late than never, as they say. Oh, hola, James. I'm the judge. Where does the judge sleep?
You guys may be seated.
Ohio here.
Good evening. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. calendar on March 6, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that was given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Damn, what up,
I'll call you
dog?
each one at a time to the podium, and I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair right outside of this room. If I can have Ms. Bailey to the podium and Mr. Jose Gonzalez to the chair.
Jose Gonzalez going to the chair. Get ready. Hold on, Jose. Good
evening, ma'am. Can I get your name again first?
Yeah,
Felicia Bailey, 0623-1970.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like we are here today on a direct complaint that was filed. It is for an offense date of October 30th, 2023, and it includes 2 counts of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and give you some hearing dates. You're going to have a status conference March 12th at 8:30, evidentiary hearing March 13th at 1:30, and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30. It looks like you had a pending felony case out of Yuma County in 2023, which is at the time of this offense, and you were out on felony release from that case. Because you were out on felony release when this offense was committed, you are being held non-bondable here tonight. Yes. The hearing set for March 13th at 1:30 is the time set for your attorney to argue for a bond to be set. But are you also being held by the Department of Corrections?
Yes.
Okay, and are you sentenced on something for that? Okay, so you'll be in custody either way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, then you can discuss that with your attorney further on March 12th, but you will stay in custody at this time in the Maricopa County jails while this depends, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Jose Gonzalez to the podium and Eric Larson to the chair.
Karen? She's on a good one, man. She got not one, but 2 DUIs.
Good evening.
I got
Can I get
0.
your name and date of birth?
Jose Gonzalez, 42987.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on 2 cases. First case is a new Superior Court case, and it includes 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in this case of $50. It looks like you're also on probation, and a warrant was issued for you.
Yeah.
It looks like they've indicated you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation.
Damn, not 3 and 5.
In that case, I'll appoint counsel as well and set a probation revocation hearing March 13th at 8:30. However, in this case, you are being held non-bondable on your probation violation. So your hearing on March 13th is when you will find out if bond will be set on this case. So I wouldn't recommend posting the bond on the new charges because you're going to be held on the other case, okay?
Okay.
Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Shit, I do.
Eric Larson to the podium and Christopher Cordova to the chair.
What up with them orejas? What's up with them ears, homeboy? About to take
Can
off.
I get your name and date of birth?
Eric Larson, 112981.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 2 counts of narcotic drug possession for sale, a Class 2 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $5,000. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Your Honor, the state is here on this matter.
Not the DSDA.
Oh, Ms. Stetson, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were going to be appearing. I apologize for that. Would you go ahead and put your appearance on the record for me?
Yes, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Ashley, what up, Tita?
Thank you so much. And I just went over the charges with him. Did you want to put the state's recommendation on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is asking for a bond to be set in the amount of $25,000. The reason for this, Your Honor, is that the suspect was arrested after being found with approximately 28 grams of fentanyl and 8 grams of cocaine. He was also found with approximately $3,400 in cash on him, a scale. What is most notable, Your Honor, is the suspect was also arrested back on February 5th for very similar charges. In that case, he was found to have fentanyl and cocaine on him. In both situations, the drugs were tested and they were confirmed to be what the officer suspected them to be. In the case that occurred on the 5th, Your Honor, he had approximately $13,000 on him and he had a firearm.
Damn, he had more money than me.
So the Maricopa County Attorney's Office is currently reviewing that February 5th case, but the state have concerns. It's been a month since his last arrest, and he's out here violating again. In the February 5th case, he admitted to selling drugs out of the location that he was found in. The state believes that $25,000 is appropriate in cash because it's clear that he is allegedly selling drugs. He's admitted to it. He has large amounts of cash on him, and he continues to violate. So for that reason, the state is asking for $25,000 cash. Thank you.
Damn. Hey, he had that
Thank you,
scale.
counsel. And you said the county is currently looking into the charges from the February instance?
Her again.
Yes, Your Honor. I did review what I have access to
Ay.
in at the office. In that case, it's currently under review.
Hey.
So when he was held in custody in February, no charges were filed at that time. Is that what happened? Was it furthered for more information? You're muted, Ms. Stetson.
Oh, sorry. I believe the state believes that that's what happened. I didn't review the document. I just saw that it was. I don't even know actually if it was furthered. I just saw it says review.
Review.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you,
so, Mr. Larson, I was just looking up the previous arrest you had in February, and it looks like you had a bond at that time. Did you ever post that bond?
Hell yeah, I had 13,000
Okay, and so
Gs.
you were released without charges. Is that what happened?
I believe so.
Okay. And so according to the state, it looks like they're still looking into moving forward with those charges, but you were not required to post bond when you were released. And, okay.
Dang, he got hit
so it
this
does look
time.
like, based on that information, it does look like you've been arrested multiple times recently related to drug sales. So I am going to change your bond. I am going to do $25,000, but I am going to keep it as a secured appearance bond. And then again, you'll have written conditions of release. You'll need to comply with your hearing dates will stay the same. Any questions, sir?
Hell yeah.
No, Judge.
Can you talk into my
microphone? Left, we'll
microphone?
reprint that paperwork for you. Thank you, sir.
Hey, if this fool gets out,
And Ms. Stetson, do you
something
plan on
fishy's
appearing
going
for any
on.
other hearings at this evening?
Bye, bro.
No, Your Honor. Not on the 11 o'clock calendar.
I appreciate that, Ms. Stetson.
Thank you.
Ah, yes. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, lady.
All right,
please.
can I have Christopher Cordova to the podium and David Courtney to the chair?
Yeah. All right. Up next on The Price is Wrong.
Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Christopher Cordova, 12/11/02.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on two cases, and they're both failure to appear bench warrants that were issued for you. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you, and I'm going to set a status conference March 12th at 8:30. That does apply to both of your cases. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in each case for a total of $5,000. You need to ensure that you comply with all the written conditions of release, and you attend that hearing to avoid a future failure to appear warrant and forfeiture of any bond that you
Why
may
do you put
post
that
on
trash
these
can right
cases.
there?
All of that will be in your
That's what I
paperwork. Did
wanna
you have any
know.
questions? All right, you'll step to your left. They'll give you that paperwork. Other way, sir.
What's with all the theatrics around here? That trash
David
can.
Courtney to the podium. Mr. Hawley to the chair.
Oh, he thought he was going to throw up.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
David Courtney, July 9, 2004.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a grand jury warrant that was issued for you. It's for an offense date of September 2nd, 2023.
Man,
And it includes one count of fraudulent schemes, a Class 2 felony, and one count of theft, control of property, a Class 3 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set an arraignment hearing on March 13th at 8:30. In this case, you have a cash-only appearance bond of $5,000, but it does look like you're also being held by the Department of Corrections. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I think I'm only being held though because of this case, but they told me once I handled this, that hold would have been gone and I would have got my mandate time, my good time.
Okay. So you think you've already served whatever time you needed to serve on the Department of Corrections case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
We'll see about that. We'll be the
So
judge
if
about
that is the case, then you could post bond, but on your grand jury warrant, you have a cash-only appearance bond of $5,000 that you'd have to post in order to be released from custody. And then you'll need to ensure that you attend that hearing on March 13th to avoid forfeiture of any bond that you post on this case.
Okay.
Okay?
And then,
Any questions?
yeah, I'm sorry. And then a bond reduction is still possible?
It is not on a grand jury warrant. Grand jury information is sealed. I have no information, and the judge who heard the information set this bond, so it won't be lowered today. You have your arraignment hearing on March 13th when your attorney and the judge has the information and it's unsealed, then the judge at that time could review it for a possible reduction.
Okay, thank you. And then pre-trial services, I have a question.
For today it is because I can't change the bond on your grand jury warrant.
Okay.
But again, once everything's unsealed and they have more information, then that could be an option. It's just not an option tonight.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just up to your left, I'll give you that
nice try,
paperwork.
busy bone.
Mr. Hawley
Not
to the
tonight.
podium and Mr. Rankin to the chair.
All right, all right. Oh, no, not busy bone.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
My name is Quavon Hawley. Date of birth April 22nd, 94.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you.
I was in Pinal County at the time. I never got released.
Slow your
In
roll
custody?
play, boy.
Yeah, I was still in custody the entire time.
And are you in DOC now?
Yeah, I'm DOC.
And is that related to the Pinal County?
Yeah, I'm supposed to get released in next month. Get released out.
You're scheduled to be released out of Pinal County or out of the Department of Corrections next month?
Yeah.
Okay.
The judge at Maricopa County recommended me release, but I had to go to Pinal County to take care of that. And then from there, I went to prison. And I was supposed to be recommended.
And so you're sentenced on the Pinal County?
Yeah.
And that's why you're in DOC?
Yeah.
And then this is your only other hold?
Yeah, Maricopa County, before I went to Pinal County, they recommended me released out. I got sent over to Pinal County, and I was supposed to get out on next month. But they said I had a case still holding, so they said I get out the next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your hearing here is going to be an arraignment hearing in Maricopa County on March 13th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
If I don't hold you on a bond, you'll be sent back to the Department of Corrections, you'll miss that hearing, and you'll have a warrant all over again. So we're going to leave the bond in place. You'll have your bond here of $4,500. Don't post it if you're going to be held by the Department of Corrections anyways, and that way you can go to your hearing on March 13th, speak to your attorney to see how you can get this case moving forward and still finish your time in Department of Corrections and get time served on both cases. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So as long as you have a bond here, then you'll be able to potentially get time
What
served.
is my bond again?
In this case, it's $4,500.
$4,500?
Yeah, but again, I wouldn't recommend posting it because you're being held by the Department of Corrections. You can speak to your attorney on March 13th. Once you get closer to finalizing your time with the Department of Corrections.
That's $4 grand?
$4,500. It's secured, so you could use a bail bonding company, meaning it's going to be about 10% plus collateral. But I wouldn't worry about that right now, just because you're going to be held either way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They can reevaluate this bond when they know if you're going to be released from the Department of Corrections, since you were in custody at the time this warrant issued anyway.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Do I go back to Department?
You'll stay in the county jail for now until at least your hearing on March 13th, which is next Thursday.
Next Thursday?
Then you'll speak to your attorney, and hopefully you can get a plan going to finalize this case while you're finishing serving your time.
Okay. Does it run concurrent, or do I get my back time?
It can, because I'm placing a bond on this case. If you do end up being found guilty or take a plea and need to serve any time, you could utilize some of this time that you're serving on the Pinal County as time served on this case as well.
Okay. Would you be able to put the bond lower, or?
I mean, it doesn't change anything at this point, just because you're being held by the Department of Corrections anyway. So changing it, I don't want you to post it. You'll get sent back there and get a warrant again anyways. So that's why I'm going to leave it the way your judge said it. When you speak with your attorney on March 13th, you're going to let him know you were already in custody and get that worked out with the judge who said it. Okay? Because you're going to stay in custody either way.
Okay.
Just because of the Department of Corrections.
All right.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
All right.
Thank you.
Next.
Mr. Rankin to the podium and Mr. Pryor to the chair.
All right, all right. Here we go. What up? What up? Hey, I want to go ahead and welcome everybody that's participating.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Highly appreciate you guys.
Rankin, 8285.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you have 2 failure to appear bench warrants that were issued for you. I'm going to affirm the attorneys previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference March 12th at 8:30. That does apply. Actually, that only applies to one of your cases. Your other case is actually going to be on March 13th at 8:30. So you're going to have 2 hearings, 2 days in a row in the downtown Superior Courthouse. It does look like you also have a Department of Corrections hold, and you have a $3,000 bond on each case for a total of $6,000.
Okay.
But as I told the previous person, if you post it,
I get it.
yeah. So, I would not post it, hang tight, go to those hearings and talk to your counsel, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Next on the price.
Mr. Pryor to the podium and Mr. Anchor to the chair.
Anchor. Let's go. Let's do this.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Joel Pryor, January 15, 2002.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you have 5 cases on the calendar here. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It includes 1 count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to set a status conference March 12th at 8:30. a preliminary hearing March 14th at 8:30, and set a secured appearance bond in this case of $50. It does look like you also have some probation violation warrants with allegations that you violated terms 3, 4, 5, 7, and 15 of your probation. And it looks like that applies to 4 probation cases. I'll appoint counsel in those cases and set a probation revocation hearing on March 13th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $1,000 in 2 of your cases and $250 in the other 2 cases. So between all 5 of your cases, you have a $2,550 secured appearance bond you would need to post in order to be released from custody. If you do post that bond, you have written conditions of release. It does include contacting your probation officer within 24 hours. And then, of course, you'll need to attend those hearings in order to avoid a failure to appear warrant and forfeiture of any bonds you may post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much, sir. So step to your left, we'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Anchor to the podium and Mr. Holt to the chair.
Damn, James, you're crazy. James.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Drums out.
Anchor, June 30th, 1988.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed and give you some new hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse. So you'll have a status conference March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500. If your bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. You'll need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid failure to appear warrants and forfeiture of this bond. Did you have any questions?
Is there any do pretrial services? I started risk losing my job.
So
it's gonna make it harder for everybody. I've already been incarcerated for 10 days.
10 days?
Were you here for something else?
Pinal County.
So it looks like they released you on your own recognizance last time and you failed to appear. Now the warrant is
Yeah, my mom got sick and I ended up having to go to Oregon.
Oh, my mom got sick. I hate when that happens.
My mom actually passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Thank you.
Is he
what happened in Pinal County? Don't give me details, but what, are you being held on anything?
No, I'm not being held on anything. I'm clear on all that. I'm good. That's all in the past now.
And do you know you have multiple holds from multiple cities, too?
Yes, yes.
And have you been seen by any of those?
No, but I know what it's about. And it's a DUI from 2015. It's just a 2000. They just want me to get back on payment plans and all that.
Because you have Gilbert, Scottsdale, and Mesa.
Yeah.
Are those all the same?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Is she going to let him go? Is he staying? So the reason he's in plain clothes is because he just got arrested within the last 3 or 4 hours. So the way Maricopa works is that you get seen the same day within hours. So he was on the street just a few hours ago. So that's the difference. The people that are here in plain clothes, they just got arrested. The people that got the orange is the new black. They've already been locked up, if you will. I hope that makes some sense to you guys, and hopefully I cleared up any doubts or any thoughts that you guys had. Let me see. What do you wait?
I'm going to look at your case a little bit further. I'll call you back up here in just a minute. I just want to keep the calendar continuing to roll.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Where do I go?
I just sit right back out where you were at.
Do they record?
Can I get Mr. Holt to the podium and Mr. Palacios to the chair?
Palacios. Hey, welcome everybody that's here. These are live and direct. We're coming to you from Maricopa
Good evening,
County,
sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Arizona.
My name is Jonathan Holt, 6199.
6199.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant. They've alleged you violated terms 1 and 21 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing on March 13th at 8:30. In this case, your judge has set a secured appearance bond of $2,500. If you post that bond, you'll have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with, and it will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I actually have a hearing tomorrow in Pinal County for the same thing, and I already signed a plea agreement for more probation. And I've been out for 7 months already. This occurred back in 2024.
Man, let's speed this up a lot, buddy.
Ever since, they told me to continue my probation, and I've been following guidelines. They picked me up at my job recently. But yeah.
Cut him off,
I'm
Judge.
supposed to literally have a hearing tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning in Pinal County.
So the jail should still make you available if you don't post bond
last
prior
year?
to tomorrow morning. They should make you
Talking
available
so
for
slow.
your Pinal County hearing.
'Cause
So you can still address that.
Because I was actually on my own record.
You were released on your own recognizance?
And Maricopa released me last time too. And they sent me a letter through the mail to my probation officer in Pinal and Casa Grande, Arizona. And yeah. So I don't know if there's an error or what, but I'm not.
So this is a fairly new warrant that was just issued for you on February 26, 2025. So it's just a couple of weeks old.
I don't know how that happened.
Based on some violations of your probation here in Maricopa County.
nothing.
So you will have the bond of $2,500 in this case. But again, if you're in custody, they should still make you available for your Pinal County hearing.
So what are terms 1 and 36, whatever it's called?
Due to the sensitive nature of what is listed in here, I'm not going to discuss that on the record, but your attorney can give you further information about what's listed in there.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. If steps to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Palacios to the podium and Mr.
Up
Edwards
next
to
on The
chair.
Price is Wrong. Good grief. Good golly Jesus.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Roy Palacios, 10/24/95.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 14th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $500. If that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and you'll need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid any future failure to appear warrants and forfeiture of any bond that you may post in this case.
Okay.
All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, the failure to appear, is that being dismissed, since I was in federal custody? Well, I had a court on, I think, on November 7th, but I was in federal custody, for that, and I just got released,
You should have planned accordingly,
last
sir.
Thursday. So, I just wanted to...
Why don't you come
Are you still being held?
No, I got time served. It's on February 27th. I got time served from federal custody, but I got this failure to appear warrant issued, but I was in custody.
You said that already. You made that point clear already, sir.
During this whole time.
Officer, do you know if he still has any holds out of the
she gonna let that fool go? What do you guys think?
federal custody? It looks like we filed, or the state filed, a petition for writ of habeas corpus to get him from there. Do they still have a hold on him?
Yeah, because she asked, what did you say again? She will, yep. She doesn't let anyone go. Yeah, I think she's gonna let this fool go.
Thank you.
Going home, man.
I mean, so the order dated February 13th, 2025 indicates that you will be returned to custody from where you came from.
You ain't going nowhere.
That you believe you served your time in the federal?
Yeah, I got time served in federal custody. In the USMS, U.S. Marshals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in custody for 4 months.
Hey, thank you.
I just got released last Thursday. So.
And when you were released, did they bring you here?
Pinal County. Pinal County picked me up for this warrant.
From custody, though, like did you ever actually leave, or were you still?
Yeah. I got time served, and I got released in court civic. So and then that's when Pinal County picked me up for this warrant, for this failure to appear. But I was, like I said, I was in custody for this warrant.
Come on, man, form some sentences over here.
Well, I wasn't able to attend
we got you on that TikTok
court,
and on the YouTube.
Yeah, due to incarceration and stuff. I was incarcerated.
You said that already. We heard you the first time. What do you think? What do you think? It's almost inútiles.
If you were in custody, I can release you on your own recognizance. My concern is if you do, in fact, have another hold and they come get you, they'll issue a warrant again on this case, and then you'll be back to where you started. But if you want to take that risk,
risk is my middle name, home
I can
girl.
release you on your own recognizance since you were in custody. But it's a risk I'll let you choose.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they call me risky.
Okay, if I do that, it's going to change your hearing dates. Your hearing dates are now going to be on March 20th and March 24th at 8:30.
20th and 24th.
So you need to ensure you attend those hearings. If you fail to appear, they'll issue a warrant. They'll hold you on bond next time. If you are picked up or taken back to federal custody, they might not make you available for these hearings. They'll issue a warrant and they'll bring you back again, okay?
Okay.
All right, if you'll go take a seat outside, they'll get you that paperwork here in just a minute.
Thank you, ma'am.
Damn. Let's see what happens with this guy right here. If they let him go, we're going to see him back again here again. Like deja vu. Like, what? Wasn't I already here? Yeah, he's out. Well, maybe. It depends. I don't know. We'll see what we'll see. If we see him back, then he never went anywhere.
I'm going to take just a quick moment to do a couple of these warrants that I have.
Take your time, Your Honor. Take your time. Hey, let's go ahead and get a collect call, roll call going on. Where is everybody watching from? If you guys don't mind sharing your locations. Let's see. Where are you guys at? Are you guys on the West Coast? Are you guys on the East Coast? Are you in the Midwest? Let's see. We got Florida, Georgia, Cali, Mesa, Nueva York, Pennsylvania, Nuevo Mexico, Tucson, Arizona, Washington, the UK, Arizona, Connecticut, 1:30 a.m., Rhode Island, Long Island, Queensland, Wisconsin, California, Minnesota, Nueva York. Damn, Oregon. Let me see. East Side, Phoenix 602. Everyone double tap. Gracias. Sacramento in the house. And we got H-Town, better known as Houston, in the house. And we got Britt from the UK. We got Boston, Texas, Massachusetts. Boston, stand up. Hey, I heard how you guys get down in Boston over there. I heard that they're talking about sending ice down there, and they're like, Charles, you're not going to take my Pedro. Not tonight. In your dreams, Pedro. In your dreams. Let me see. We got San Francisco in the house. Boston gets down hard. I heard about that. Alaska, Ching Gators. Woo, we're about to go looking for some gold up in Alaska. Let me see. Corn dogs. Laughing my ass off. We got Stephen Ray coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. We got Mama Bear coming in from Florida.
All right, can I have Mr. Edwards to the podium and Mr.
We got
Day
Chad
to the chair?
from Utah. We got Mama of Two, Orange County, California. Stand up.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Rob Edwards, 2/11/79.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 in this case. If you post bond, you'll have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with, and then you'll need to ensure you attend that hearing to avoid a failure to appear warrant again and forfeiture of any bond that you may post. Did you have any questions?
I won't be able to come up with a bond. I live in East Valley, pretty much living off grid, homeless. Transportation, I don't have any. The car was impounded and I lost it and all this stuff. So what do? I'm new to all this.
New?
If you don't post it, then you'll remain in custody until your next, till at least your next hearing, which is March 12th at 8:30, which is next Wednesday. And then you'll meet with your attorney at that time and you can discuss moving forward with your attorney. Okay. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
Hey, so it depends with the marshals. Sometimes the marshals, they'll go after fugitives, people that are on the run, and
Mr.
big cases,
Day
federal
to the podium.
cases. You know, so they're pushing weight.
Ms. Thomas to the
things
chair.
of that nature, if you will.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Daniel Day, 8/27/88.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on 2 probation violation warrants. They've alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation.
Looking like Tom Hanks.
I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing on March 13th at 8:30 That does apply to both of your cases. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 in one case and $100 in the other, for a total of $350. If you post that bond, you'll have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Did you have any questions?
Will do.
All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Ms. Thomas to the podium and Mr. Johnson to the chair.
Next! Up next on The Price is Wrong. Let's see who's walking up to the podium. Oh,
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
One.
I'm Lucinda Thomas, March 5th, 92.
Thank you. And it does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3, 4, and 13.
3, 4, and 13.
I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing on March 13th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250.
Okay.
If that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. It does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Okay. No, like, well, if the bond is going to be posted, I can get out, like, today?
Are you being held on anything else?
No.
Then correct, yes.
Okay.
Well, it's 11:30 at night,
Well,
so technically it'll be tomorrow, but once it's posted, it'll take a few hours to process you out of the city. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so yeah, if they
Mr.
don't,
Johnson to the podium and Mr. Souza to the chair.
if they come on normal clothes and they don't get OR'd, yeah, they're gonna be in Orange is the New Black, if you will. How much was their bond? I didn't catch it. I was too busy
Good
talking.
evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Matthew Johnson, 8/15 of 83.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant. I am going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing on March 13th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $100 in this.
Now, I was actually in county in Pinal County. I was transferred from here to Pinal when I missed my court.
When were you in Pinal County?
I got there on got arrested here on the 21st, I believe, and then got over there Christmas Day.
Christmas
Are
Day.
you still being held by the Department of Corrections?
Yes, but I'm supposed to be out on the SAGE program as soon as these charges, or this hold's gone.
I don't know.
So your hearing is going to be next Thursday. You'll miss that hearing if I don't hold you on a bond, and then you're just going to get a warrant and you're going to be in this pattern. So I'm going to leave the $100 secured appearance bond of $100. It is the probation revocation hearing plus a potential disposition, so they could just resolve everything at that hearing.
That's fine.
And if you are in fact done with DOC, you can kind of wrap it all together and
Right,
be done.
that's fine.
Okay. All right, step to your left. I'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bless me.
Mr. Souza to the podium and Mr. Stone to the chair.
What was that? Who's screaming?
Hello,
did
man.
you guys hear that?
Hello, can I get your name and date of birth?
Yeah, Joseph Luis Sosa, in 5/21/1981.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you
Bless
are
you.
here on a direct
Bless
complaint
me,
that was
bless
filed,
me.
and it's for an offense date of July 14th, 2023. And it does include 2 counts of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony.
Damn.
I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and give you some hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse.
Okay.
We have a status conference March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 24th at 8:30.
Okay.
I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Actually, no, I'm releasing you to pretrial services, excuse me. You'll have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with, and then you'll get an envelope. You need to follow the instructions in the envelope and contact pretrial services once you've been released.
Okay.
All of this will be in your paperwork and that envelope. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, just up to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Mr. Stone to the podium and Mr. Zamora to the chair.
Is that Stone Cold? Let's see who she's talking about. What stone is she talking about? Or is she talking about
Good
the
evening,
wishing
sir. Could I
stone?
get your name and date of birth?
Darren Stone, 2/21/91.
Darren Stone? He might be a
No, all right, sir. It looks like you're here on a warrant coming out of the San Marcos Justice Court. It looks like you have a DUI from 2017 and you failed to comply by failing to pay some fees or attend some classes. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but I'm going to give you an arraignment hearing in the San Marcos Justice Court. That'll be on March 25th at 10 a.m. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance at your promise to appear at that hearing. You'll have written conditions of release you need to comply with. You'll need to ensure you attend that hearing so you can resolve whatever outstanding issues you have with the San Marcos Justice Court. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, just up to your left, I'll give you that paperwork, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Zamora to the podium and Ms. Garrett to the chair.
Que pase el desgraciado. Let's see who's up next.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Lorenzo Zamora, 07/16/1999.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. For purposes of tonight's hearing only, I am not finding probable cause as it relates to the narcotic drugs, dangerous drugs, or the drug paraphernalia. That does not mean those charges are dismissed. The state could move forward with some charge similar to those, but for purposes of tonight only, I'm only finding probable cause as to the criminal trespass. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and give you some hearing dates. You're going to have a status conference March 20th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, and I am releasing you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear at those hearings. You'll have written conditions of release that you'll need to comply with. It will include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime and no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have a question?
What was the felony ones that you had stated, the drug ones?
They have 1 count of narcotic drug possession, 1 count of dangerous drug possession, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession.
Damn.
Because I didn't have anything on my person or in my bags.
So again, I'm not finding probable cause to those. So if the state wants to look further into that, they could potentially move forward with those charges and provide more information, or they may not continue with those charges. I'm not finding probable cause based on the information I have tonight, just probable cause to the criminal trespass.
Okay. Thank you.
Did you have any other questions?
No, ma'am, just that.
If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Miss Garrett to the podium and Miss Brown to the chair.
Miss Brown, where you at? All right. Up next on The Price is Wrong. Let's see what the night brought in today. Let's see. What do you guys think this case is going to be? Is it going to be a DUI? Is it going to be a domestic? Or possibly a drive-by? You just never know around here, you know? We saw that one girl earlier on today that went ahead and she shot that house up. It's crazy. Oh. What's all the commotion? Oh, what's going on around here?
Good evening, ma'am. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Tanya Garrett, March 11, 1999.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. That includes 1 count of dangerous drug possession, 4 felonies, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespass in the third degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. For purposes of tonight only, I am not finding probable cause as to the dangerous drugs, but I am finding probable cause for the other 2 counts. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a few hearings. You're going to have a status conference March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear at those hearings. You'll have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It will include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, ma'am? All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
I think she fell asleep. She's out.
Ms. Brown to the podium.
Girl, wake up. Girl, it's
and
time
Mr.
to go.
Linares to the chair.
Vámonos.
Yes.
We got a show to run here.
Mr. Anchor to the chair, excuse me.
We don't got time for that.
I'm going to switch it up a little. Sorry, Mr. Linares. All right, ma'am. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Alicia Brown, 03/28/2005.
Thank you so much. It does look like we are here on a new Justice Court case coming out of Highland Justice Court. It does include 1 count of resisting arrest, passive or resistance, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of obstructing a highway or a public thoroughfare, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and 1 count of refusal to provide your true name, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire one at your own expense. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Highland Justice Court on March 20th at 9 a.m. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear. You're going to have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and then you'll need to ensure you attend that hearing to avoid a failure to appear warrant. Did you have any questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
All right. If you'll step to your left, I'll get you the paperwork. All right, Mr. Anchor, if you'll come back up to the podium.
And that is disrespectful when they come up here and they fall asleep on the podium. Like, who does that? Like, come on, this is a place of business here. You know, we only deal with the best.
I was reviewing your criminal history. I do have a few concerns. It does look like we have quite a few failure to appears in the past. I show a total of 5 failure to appears in previous hearings on 1 previous felony. So what I'm going to do is your hearings are going to remain the same, and I'm going to reduce your bond to $500. If you fail to appear at those hearings, they'll issue a warrant, and you'll forfeit any bond that you post on this case, okay?
Yeah,
If you'll
my
take a
boy,
seat back
you're
out there,
done.
they'll reprint this paperwork and bring it to you.
He's staying.
And then Mr. Linares to the podium and Mr. Acosta Nunez to the chair.
Linares.
Appreciate you. Do you need an interpreter, sir? Yes. All right, we're going to get one on the line, so it'll just be one moment.
Un momento, espérese. Oh man, we're about to get a Temu translator. It's gonna be all bad. We're gonna be here all night. They're gonna be fumbling around. I've been here many times before. I'll just do it myself. I'll step in. Your Honor, I got this. I'll go ahead and translate Jose's conversation for us right now. So, well, he understood the question.
Staff members.
Do your thing.
Good evening. Do I have a Spanish interpreter on the line?
Aquí estoy. Me llamo James.
Hello, this is the Spanish interpreter, ready for instruction.
Get ready for
Thank you, ma'am. We'll go ahead and get started. Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Mi nombre es Juan Linares.
Juan. Para comunicarse, necesito su nombre y fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
Juan Linares, 9-11-74.
Juan Linares, 9-11-74.
It looks like we're here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you.
Come on,
Parece que
translator.
está aquí debido a una orden de arresto por no presentarse en corte.
I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you.
Vamos a afirmar primero al abogado que se le previamente había asignado para representarlo.
Hold.
And I'm going to set a status conference on March 12th at 8:30.
Y vamos a hacer una conferencia de estatus el 12 de marzo a las 8:30.
And a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30.
Y una audiencia preliminar el 14 de marzo a las 8:30.
You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in this case.
Is there a delay?
I'm sorry,
yes,
may
there
I
is.
have the amount one more time, please?
All the time.
Absolutely. $2,500.
2,500. 25 Temu translator.
Y a usted se le ha asignado una fianza asegurada de $2,500.
2,500. 2,500.
If you post bond, you'll have written conditions of release you need to comply with.
Señor, va a tener
Si
que...
usted paga la fianza, hay condiciones escritas que usted tiene que seguir.
And you'll need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid a future warrant for failing to appear.
Y usted debe asegurarse a asistir a estas dos audiencias que se le han mencionado para poder evitar que se le haga otra orden de arresto.
Sí, nomás que quería decirle que no pude venir a corte porque pues estaba encerrado, me llevaron al CCA. Por eso es que no pude venir a corte, pero
He had
iba a
ICE
venir.
hold. ICE immigration got him. He was at a CCA location.
Yes,
he was at
I
Florence.
wanted to mention that I was not able
Arizona.
to come to court because I was taken by the CCA, and that is why I was not able to come here.
CCA is a private
Can you clarify he was taken by who?
private prison.
I was taken by ICE. Me llevó el ICE a CCA el 14 de noviembre y no he salido hasta ahorita. Me sacaron el 28 de febrero y luego me llevaron a la otra cárcel que se llama Pinal, algo así de los sheriff. Y pues hasta ahorita vengo aquí ahorita, pero no he salido para afuera desde que me dijeron que me presentara a corte.
Damn, they're probably going to pick him up again because it's just a vicious cycle.
I was taken by ICE, CCA, and it was since the 14th of November. I got to stay there until the 28th of February when they transfer me to another penal facility, and with the sheriffs or something like that. And so I have not been released at any place since I got trapped.
got trapped.
Does ICE still have a hold on you?
No sé.
No.
¿A la retención en usted?
No creo, no lo sé, pues, pero, pues, no, yo leía que por eso no me presenté a corte. Y espero porque me dé la oportunidad de salir para poder yo venir a corte desde fuera.
Is she gonna let him go? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I just wanted to mention that that is the reason why I didn't show up for court, and I would like to have the opportunity to be released so later I can show up for court.
Officer, do you see if he has a hold from ICE?
Hey, that's messed up. Like think about it. He got picked up. He was in this detention by ICE. Then ICE lets him go. But then he has a warrant for his for arrest for not going to
The
court.
officers are going to look to see if there's a hold, and it's just going to take a moment while they get that
And
computer
him being
going.
in custody might trigger another warrant, an immigration pickup. So it's just a vicious cycle. That's all the way that messed up right there.
Va a tomar un momento.
That's all bad. All to the bad, if you will.
Hi, Commissioner Huffley. Calling regarding the warrant. Are you ready to be sworn?
Hey, thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate that. AKC, I'm getting these pop-up. It says deleted a keyword. What are you doing over there? I don't think guys let him go once they caught them. No, it all depends, because if he's fighting this case, let's say he has some type of case that he's fighting, his immigration case, he could bail out. Or sometimes they'll let him go. They'll let them fight their case from the streets. So that's maybe what happened. He has an immigration case that he's going through right now, but ICE let him go. So it's not... when it comes to the immigration system, there's a lot where people don't understand, especially if you don't come from those communities. You guys won't know what's really happening, what's really going on, if you will. All right, so I guess they're trying to figure it out. I mean, if the judge wants to do the right thing, she'll warn him, because obviously it wasn't his fault. He was in custody while hey, what's up, Lisbeth? He wasn't able to go because he was in custody. So just let him go, let him fight it from the streets, and let's see what happens. Let's see where it goes. Boston Nice coming for him. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. No say. But yeah. A lot of the times, you don't have to do anything serious, to be in ICE custody. It could be driving without a license, jaywalking, or, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Which for me personally, I think that sucks. If you're working and you're taking, you're taking care of what you need to do, and you're not causing any problems, then man, that's definitely the people I don't want them to get rid of. I want them to be here. Now, if you're out there, doing the most and hurting people or things of that nature, then hell yeah, you gotta go. But people like him that are just hard workers, you gotta give them a break, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be out in the fields. You better believe that. Somebody has to do it.
Thank you so much for looking into that for me. All right, it doesn't look like there's a hold at this time from ICE.
All right, so it looks like he's gonna be going now.
Muy bien, parece que no hay ninguna clase de retención que tenga usted de inmigración.
Which county is it? This is Maricopa County, Arizona.
I'm going to change my orders.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Judge. We're going to go ahead and give you one of these right here.
Your new hearing dates are going to be March 20th and March 24th at 8:30 in the morning.
Muy bien, entonces las nuevas audiencias serían el 20 de marzo y después el 24 de marzo, los dos a las 8:30 de la mañana.
And I'm going to release you on your own recognizance since you were in custody at the time the warrant was issued.
Hell yeah, I'll be smiling too. Shit, if I was busted since November, December, January, February, March, 4 months. Shit.
Mientras se generó la orden de arresto.
Did you have any questions, sir?
Yo
No. No.
Shit, I get out, I'll be gone. I'm not
Thank you, sir. If
catch
you'll
me
step
if you
to your
can
left, they'll give
immigration.
you your
I'm out.
paperwork.
Back on the calles. I'm gonna disappear into the wind.
Vaya a la izquierda para que le den sus papeles.
Can we have a Mr. Acosta Nunez to the podium?
He's gone. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hell yeah, man. Just maybe drop a tear right there. Vaya con Dios.
Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Luis Fernando Acosta Núñez.
Te vaya a comunicarte, necesito que por favor me diga su nombre y fecha de nacimiento.
I don't know.
Acosta Núñez, Luis Fernando, 28 de enero de 1992.
Luis Fernando Acosta Núñez, January 28, 1992.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued.
Your other live froze. That's what I hear. That's what people are saying. I'm not sure what's happening.
Parece que usted se encuentra aquí debido a una orden de arresto por no presentarse a corte.
I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you.
Vamos a firmar el abogado que fue asignado a usted anteriormente para que lo representara.
It's back up.
And you're going to have a status conference on March 12th at 8:30.
Y va a tener una conferencia de estatus el 12 de marzo a las 8:30.
You're going to have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in this case.
Y va a tener una fianza asegurada de $2,500 en este caso.
If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with.
Si usted paga la fianza, hay condiciones por escrito que usted tiene que seguir.
All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Toda esta información va a estar en sus papeles. ¿Tiene alguna pregunta?
Ok, mi pregunta es, la orden de arresto que tengo, pues no me presenté porque al igual estaba detenido.
Oh, another one. He got
No sé
picked up by ICE.
si, porque cuando, a mí me arrestaron y hace algo tiempo atrás, hace como 5 meses,
5 months ago.
Y me habían puesto como el monitor en mi pierna.
They
Y
put a
me
GPS tracker
lo
on his leg.
pusieron y todo, según iba a salir.
And he was supposed to get out.
Y ya, pues, un señor me explicó y me dijo que me tenía que presentar tal día, pero yo ya no tuve tiempo porque ya no pude llamar. Me llevaron para Florida al CCA y no he salido, por eso no me presenté.
In ICE detention, and that's why he wasn't able to go to court, if you will.
The warrant, the reason why I didn't show up, it was the same because I was detained. The thing is, I was arrested like 5 months ago or so, and they put me on ankle monitor and everything, and they told me that I was about to be released. But then there was a person that explained to me the dates and everything, but after that, CCA took me, and I was there for some time.
And have you resolved your issues with ICE?
¿Y usted ya resolvió los problemas con inmigración?
Pues me soltaron, estuve cuando me arrestaron, estuve aquí estuve y ya me recogió cuando me soltaron.
When I was arrested,
y me recogieron y me sentenciaron y me dieron tiempo, pues hice mi tiempo. Y el 26 de febrero fue mi día de salida y me recogió el otro condado de Pinal, algo así.
And then he got picked up by Pinal Court or County. I guess he had another
when
case.
I was arrested, I was here, and then afterwards they picked me up and they told me that I had to serve some time. And on the 26th, I was released, and I was taken to another county.
And has the other county since released you, or will they pick you back up?
¿Y los del otro condado lo pusieron a usted en libertad o lo van a agarrar nuevamente?
Gracias, Big J. Appreciate that.
Pues el condado Pinal. hoy me trajeron en la mañana, ya, o sea, me trajeron para acá porque tenía el pendiente aquí. No me dijeron nada, nomás me retuvieron como 8 días.
They held them for 8 days.
Well, they brought me here this morning. They didn't say anything about anything. They just brought me here in the morning, and they got me for like 8 days or so.
Officer, are you able to check on this one as well? I really appreciate it. The officer's going to look into this one for me as well. It'll just be one moment.
Damn, they're working OT today. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to take this opportunity right now to let you guys know and ask you, please, por favor, hit that follow button. It's free 99. Hook me up. Help me out over here. We're trying to get to the 20,000 mark on the big account. On the small account, we're trying to hit 2,000 followers. And on YouTube, we're trying to reach 6K because we just hit 5K. So 6K is the automatic, next step up, if you will. Also, if you have some free time, if you see my videos or go to my profile, drop a comment, repost, do your magic. Start from the bottom up, what they say, from the bottom up. Hit the side where, drop a comment, bookmark, share with the ones you love, share with the ones you don't love, but please, por favor, share it. You're the ones that can make this happen. Let me see, James. I got you for sure. That's what I'm talking about. Hook me up, man. Hey, don't trip. I'm not going to be asking you for no money. I don't need your money. I need your life.
I'm so sorry.
Have you actually
officer.
Done time?
They've indicated there is no hold on this case as well.
I never done no real time. You know what I'm saying? Free 99, if you will. Gracias.
So I'll change the hearing date's going to remain the same on March 12th, but I'll release you on your own recognizance.
Oh, compa got a break.
Muy bien, los días de la corte en la que tiene que presentarse van a mantenerse los mismos días, sin embargo, a usted se le va a estar poniendo en libertad bajo su palabra.
Do you have any questions?
Okay, está bien. Pues está bien, me va a poner en libertad, dice. Sí. Pues sí haré las cosas bien y haré todo lo que tenga que hacer. Porque ya son errores y tengo hijos y quiero mejorar.
Yes, if you are going to release me, then that's fine.
Jesse,
thank you.
I
will try to do everything well because there are being mistakes made, and I have children, and I want to do everything right.
Thank you, sir. If you'll take a step to your left, they'll bring you that paperwork in just a moment.
Muy bien, señor. Gracias. Por favor, váyase a la izquierda donde le pueden dar sus papeles.
Okay, muchas gracias.
I think that concludes our matters for Spanish interpreter. I appreciate your assistance this evening. Feel free to disconnect at any time.
I think this is it, guys.
Thank you. That concludes our...
Damn, we ran it for an hour.
That concludes our 11 p.m. calendar. We will now stand in recess until 5 a.m.
Yep. She let him go. All right, she booted us. That's it. It's over, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Do you guys have any questions before we wrap this up? It's been a good run today, man. I've been like nonstop. I've been like all prendido on TikTok and on YouTube. See you at 5. I'm not gonna be at 5. I'm gonna be sleeping at 5 a.m. I'll be up like at 6 or 7. We're gonna go ahead and start up with some parole board hearings tomorrow. Connecticut, if they're cracking, because there's no board hearings in Utah, if you will. 5 a.m. Yep. Yeah. So it's 5 a.m. Mountain Time. It's 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. No, that's what the judge said. Laughing now loud. We say good night. See you at 7 in the morning. Thank you, James. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. I bring you guys, all the visuals, the commentary and whatnot. And then you guys bring the support, with the comments in the chat, tapping the window or your phone. Don't crack it though, because I can't be held responsible for that. But hey, truly, hey, I appreciate all of you guys, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube, wherever you're at, I appreciate you guys. All right. Anyhow, like I said around here, hey, I am Collect Call James. and you are watching You Have a Collect Call From. But don't forget, hit that follow button. It's free 99. Hey, if you're not hitting that follow button and you're watching, it's like you're stealing from me, and it's free, you know? So think about it. You know, it don't make any sense, right? That's what I'm saying. It don't make no sense. It makes no dollars. Anyhow, hey, I am Collect Call James. You are watching You Have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And think about what I'm saying right there, because it's real. You know, hey, life is like a candle. Once you blow it out, that's it. It's game over. Ya estufas. Ya estuvo. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I'm out. And we didn't do no dropping. We didn't drop one, flush one. So we're going to go ahead and do a drop one, flush one, you know, just for safety measures. There we go. We just dropped it. Hey, good night. Hey, I appreciate you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be an all-dayer. Like I said, my wife's out of town, and I don't got nothing else to do. So here we are, you know. If I go out to eat, it's like I'm cheating because I didn't take her. So I just got to be right here at the house. I got no choice. Good night y buenas noches, all right? See you guys. All right. And for you guys that are right here on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream, but I'm gonna get it back up going because I'm not gonna be here for the 4 a.m. or the 5 a.m. whatever, depending on what time zone you're at. Okay, but it'll be running like always. You know, if I happen to be up for some miracle, then I'll be on here. If not, then you know I'll catch you either at the 6 o'clock parole board hearing or the 7 o'clock Maricopa County, and then the 8 o'clock Pima County. So you know I'll be up eventually. Anyhow, hey, I appreciate you guys, and we'll see each other mañana, all right? Y buenas noches. And don't forget, if you're using the restroom, drop one, flush one. Give us a courtesy flush. All right, and with that being said, I'm out.